أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله نور السماوات والأرض مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها مصباح المصباح في زجاجة الزجاجة كأنها كوكب دري يوقد من شجرة مباركة زيتونة لا شرقية ولا غربية يكاد زيتها يضيء ولو لم تمسسه نار نور على نور يهدي الله لنوره من يشاء ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس والله بكل شيء عليم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Question and answer received on 26th May 2024. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. The veils of light and darkness. In response to a question received from Mr. Abdul Nazir Qureshi Sahib from Pakistan on the veils of light and darkness, as mentioned in Hadith of our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad, peace be upon him. The question being, what is the meaning of the Prophet's saying that God has 70,000 veils of light and darkness? The Khalifatullah Hazrat Munir A Azim Sahib of Mauritius responded to him in the following way.
إن لله 70,000 حجاب من نور وظلمة.
That is, Allah has 70,000 veils of light and darkness. The number 70,000 varies in different versions and is not by way of definite enumeration but rather to denote some indefinitely great quantity. There are three classes of men who are veiled from the ineffably glorious light of God. Number 1. Those veiled by pure darkness. Number 2. Those veiled by mixed light and darkness. And number 3. Those veiled by pure light. In each class, there are numerous subdivisions. When we take account of all these, we may well speak of 70,000 veils. Number 1. Those veiled by pure darkness are such as are atheists or such as take something else which is not God for God. For example, they take nature or self for God. But there are numerous varieties of such men. The sort of men that confess with their tongues the creed of Islam but are probably urged to it by fear alone or the desire to beg from Muslim or to curry favor with them or to get financial or other assistance out of them, and so on. If the creed fails to impel them to good works, it will not secure their elevation from the dark sphere to light. Rather, their patron saints are the devils who lead them from the light into the darkness. But he whom the creed so touches that evil disgusts him and good gives him pleasure has passed from pure darkness, even though he be a great sinner still. Number 2. Those veiled by mixed light and darkness may be those veiled by the darkness of the senses. They are above those who worship the self, but they give God's attributes of majesty and beauty to sense perceived bodies or to nature or the force of nature. Those veiled by mixed light and darkness of the imagination, they have got above the senses, but they allow their imagination to govern their ideas of God, who is above anything that the imagination of man can conceive, and those veiled by divine light mixed with the darkness of intelligence. Number 3. Those veiled by pure light are those who have perceived spiritual truths up to a certain point, but whose eyes have been so dazzled by the light itself that there is a veil between them and the light. But these are only the few of the few whom the splendors of the sublime countenance consume, and the majesty of the divine splendor wipes out, so that they cannot go any further and are ultimately destroyed. Man takes in the information brought by the senses, the imaginative spirit which records the information conveyed by the senses and presents it to the intelligential spirit above it when required. The transcendental prophetic spirit, which is possessed by the prophets and the revivers of faith. By it, the unseen tables and statutes of the law are revealed from the other world, together with several of the sciences of the realms, that is, celestial and terrestrial, and preeminently theology, the science of deity, which the intelligential and discursive, that is, wandering spirits cannot compass. All of these are lights, for it is through them that every kind of existing thing is manifested, including objects of sense or imagination. Therefore, darkness as well as light can both be dangerous in our quest for God alone. Man sometimes concentrates to attain the light rather than God alone in his pure essence. Allah is light, that is Noor, yes, beyond the veils of light. If one gets tangled in the veils, believing them to be the light itself, that is Allah, then they go to their loss. But if they strive to achieve Allah, it is Allah Himself who will remove the veils and let the particle of His own essence, that is, the pure divine essence found in the human soul, to reunite to Him.